Alright, welcome back everyone into Code King Zaf here. Make sure you drop a like because we're jumping in and doing a brand new Hunter tier list video. Yes, that's right, we just got FERN in the game, and also some brand new buffs to our team that I do want to cover, of course, because the tier list has changed by a lot. These buffs right here are honestly crazy. To our water team, they have been juiced up. So I want to jump in to give you an idea where Hunter's ranked now because things have changed. Things are adjusting. The brand new Hunters and their buffs are looking absolutely juicy. But speaking of juicy, if you want a bunch of free codes like Essence Zones, SSR Hunter Designs, and Abyssal Crystals and more, that you jump into the down below in the comment section and sports again for the brand new sports season, because last week everyone's sports reset. So you want to jump in and press that juice red button. This page comes up, you press that, press yes, and you're done. We have a bunch of brand new codes coming out. We have 2 right now, with the next one being for 2,000 Essence Stones. Oh baby, you want to jump in and get the brand new code that way, you do not miss out. But the codes we sent to the My page on the website a few hours after you sport, we have 2 codes like I mentioned, they'll be sent to the My page, you press that button, you go to receive benefits, boom, this is where the codes will go, so do enjoy. 2 codes right now with a bunch more coming out, and a big shout out to Blackbeard, the first commenter in our last juicy video. Now it's time we jump in and cover the brand new tier list, but as you can see, we have the A, B, C, and D tiers right here. I want to mention when it comes to C and D tiers, we do not touch these hunters. These are hunters we hardly use. They might be used once in a blue moon, but honestly, they're pretty much trash in the game. I know, we love Woo, but unfortunately, in the game right now, based on his current unit, he just cannot meet the mark. The same goes to our B tier. These are hunters that aren't used too often, but they're actually sometimes viable. When it comes to Emma, as you know, she is perfect for the guild boss in the current fire team. She does so much work for us. We have Lim as well. Lim is a very good hunter for the dark team, giving us breaks and damage, and we have Mirai, a very good team B option for the guild boss, but otherwise these hunters here just don't see too much use. They have essentially fallen off more or less, where their use case has dropped to maybe 1 or 2 game modes where they're just not being used. As for A tier, however, these are hunters that we do use often, or they can be used in very specific scenarios, such as Min, for example, an honestly decent global sport. He works across every team, but not the best hunter in the game, but he's not bad, that's why he's in the A tier, of course, just like our boy Gogani, a very good breaker, a good buffer, but his damage just lacks. We kind of use him until we have a brand new breaker coming out, which could be very soon. We do have that brand new hunter, of course, Laura, coming out, who could be a breaker and a buffer for the light team, but let me jump in, let me cover the brand new tier list. When it comes to our S tier here, the hunters, we have Myun, we have Kane, we have Yu So Hyun, we have Stark, the brand new fire star, a very strong hunter, but not a good buffer. When it comes to Yu So and Kane, same thing, they're just good hunters, but they have fallen off. Their DPS only works sometimes, especially for Kane. Her DPS has just fallen off because her passive is so hard to get off. So in the S tier she goes, and she's just continually falling off. But we of course have Gina, a very good buffer, a very good support for the fire team, that is. For other teams not so much, but for the fire team she is a very good addition, giving us damage, giving us buffs, giving us a lot of support, just like Harper, who's honestly not a bad buffer and a very good breaker, pretty much the only breaker we have in our dark team. I know we have Lim, but still, he cannot keep up. Harper is just so good in the break category, especially when it comes to dark team, she's amazing. But speaking of amazing, we have Libora, one of the best supports in the game, that being for the guild boss, of course. For other game modes, not so much. For Jinwoo, she's alright, but she is so good for the guild boss, working across every single team, giving you damage increase buffs, but also the crit buffs, which are so darn good. One of my favorite units in the game, not because of her 2 assets, but because she's actually decent. Unlike one hunter that we wish was amazing, Thomas Andre is as well just decent. He is good for the brand new workshop, he is perfect for the guild boss, but his damage just isn't there. Thomas Andre needs a buff, but the good news is our light team is going to get a buff. So Thomas Andre right now, although he's just an S tier, he could be an SS tier hunter very soon. You just wait. The buffs coming in can make him viable. We're not too sure just yet what to expect, but I'm assuming based on the current buffs we got recently, when it came to our water team, Thomas Andre might get the same treatment. At least we can hope, right? But speaking of water teams, we of course have Mei Lin, a very good support, working across many teams, but also on Jinwoo, making her a solid S tier hunter, one support you want to have on your team. But now it's time we jump into the SS tier. We of course have Slormain. He moved up a tier because he is so overpowered, right? His damage in every single game mode when it comes to dark is just so darn good, even in normal modes, he is so amazing, especially for the battlefield time. He is the one dark unit you have to run. He used to be a BT hunter, but look at him, he moved up, he got so many buffs coming in, just like our current buffers, you guessed it, another S tier hunter. We have Essel, we have Yuki Puki, and we have Isla. These hunters are just amazing. The buffs these hunters provide are just so overpowered, especially for Essel and Yuki. They are just amazing hunters. That's why for the fire team on the guild boss, we have so much damage coming in because of the buffs. They just make the team cranked out. So these are definitely going to be S tier hunters, if not Z tier. They are just so good, especially Yuki. The damage, the buffs, and the breaks, my gosh, I love to use her. And on the topic of breaks, you guessed it, we have our boy Godo, one of the carries in the early mid game. He is just hunter you have to have. For the win team, his breaks cannot be replaced, and his damage, and his buffs too. He is one hunter that you just want to have. He is the perfect addition to any team, especially if you're starting out. He is going to be the Z tier hunter, but towards the end of the game, he does fall off just a little bit. He is still amazing, don't get me wrong. The one hunter we all love. A hunter who should have been national level, but I mean, we saw what happened to him. Biru had a little bit of a snack at his expense, but let's keep going here. We have Jin on the one team as well. A very good support unit, but also a very good damage dealer. One of the buffers we have to have because we win team. She makes it complete with Godo with Leonard and her. She gives us the perfect opportunity to deal massive damage for win team, of course. And on the topic of damage, oh, you guessed it, we have Minnie right here, a fantastic dark damage dealer. She is so easy to use. You just use her ultimate and you spam, spam, spam. She's one of my favorite hunters in the game because her damage is so easy. You can literally close your eyes and use her. That's how easy she is. One of the easiest hunters, but unfortunately, she is an idle hunter that you can't get again. But don't worry, we have an even better Dark DPS trail cover. But first off, let's cover the brand new hunter, which was FERN. Yes, that's right. She just got buffs coming in, increasing her damage by a ton, and her buffs are just so darn good, making her one of the best hunters in the game, period. The damage, the buffs are going to be used across every single team. We love her right now. What a fantastic collab that was, giving us a unit that we have to use, but unfortunately, again, she is a collab unit that will never come back, so now's your chance. If you want to summon for her, you want to do it now, otherwise you will regret it. She will never come back to the custom draw. This is your last chance to get her. You have 3 weeks, so make up your mind. Do you want to get her or not? We could have a brand new unit coming out that will replace her, but right now, she is irreplaceable, giving us damage and buffs that we have to have across so many teams. But of course, speaking of buffer, we have Sorn right here who just got even better. Her buffs just got increased by 15%, as you can see right here. She got even better, what a surprise, giving our entire team a 35% HP and defense buff. That is crazy. This makes her so darn good. One unit you have to run, especially for the water team, otherwise you're just gonna like damage and breaks. The water team now is so good at FERN on the team, giving us so much buffs to our skill damage. She is just the perfect addition. With the brand new buffs coming in, Wetshot just got a major improvement all the way up to the Z tier. Yes, she's still lacking that much needed super armor on her skills, especially when it comes to her first basic skill, but her damage is off the charts now. The water team basically got a 2 times damage increase to the power structure, and across other game modes, their damage is so cranked out. One of my favorite teams right now. If only, yes, only, we got the super armor on her skills, it would be so much better, but sometimes she still gets knocked around. But the shields you up when it comes to FERN. She gives the entire team shields, which makes Chomp a bit better, but still we're lacking them. We need more shields and super armor coming in to make the water team just so amazing. But right now, as you can see, Wetshot is 100% Z tier deserving. Her damage is so much better, getting her 360% defense increase buff way faster in half the time, making her so much better. But of course, we still have other Z tier hunters that are just a little bit better than Wetshot. We have Leonard right here, one of the best hunters in the game. For the early to mid game, you have to run him. For the late game, yes, he does fall off a bit when it comes to his max damage output, just because we've obviously had brand new hunters in the game, which is a result of power creep coming in, because our war team right now is a bit stronger than the win team, but still when it comes to Leonard and the win team, they are just a turn off your brain and spam, spam, spam team, making them so good, especially for the early to mid game. They are the one team everyone recommends to give you a good time. So in the Z tier goes, one of my favorite hunters in the game, just like our boy Song Il Hwan, right? He might not be the strongest hunter, period, but he's honestly the top 3 for sure. His damage output and his ease of use, and honestly, he's just fun to use. He is such a good hunter. For the late game especially, you need him for the dark team, giving you major damage. Oh man, they did our boy justice. But one hunter right now that got served a bit too much justice was honestly FERN. She is the strongest hunter that we've seen in such a long time. The buffs to the fire team are crazy. Getting a top spot in the Z tier. But I want to mention right now, when it comes to Z tier, these hunters are interchangeable, right? You pretty much have to have them for the respective elemental teams. So right now when it comes to FERN, her damage output is not the best part about her. It is the buffs she gets. Her buffs are crazy off the charts. She deals so much damage alone on the B team on the guild boss. And for every other game mode, like you saw in my video, we just destroyed the brand new workshop. FERN just melted Valter. He stood no chance. And I just realized we forgot an SR Hunter right here. We have Joe. He sucks. Bottom of the D tier right there. But when it comes to FERN, she is so good. You have to have her. I know players are worried when it comes to Christopher Reed that he's going to come out as a fire unit. But take a look at our current roster. We have too many fire units in the game, especially when it comes to FERN. If we got another team member, especially a national level hunter, coming into the fire team, they would be one of the strongest teams, period, which would make them so imbalanced. So right now, just based on assumption, it looks like Christopher Reed, I know, might be a light team member. We already have Thomas Andre, which sucks, right? We want our boy Thomas to shine, but with the addition of FERN, I'm not too sure. Christopher Reed could be light again. This is assumption. We don't know just yet. You have to wait and see. We do have a brand new light unit coming out, that being Laura, who might be a buffer for Christopher Reed again. Not too sure. In the comments, let me know if you think Christopher Reed is going to be light or not. It would be a shame because he did use fire skills in Manhwa, which would be a shock, but as a fragment of Brilliant Light, it might make sense in the game more or less. Who knows? I'm not the judge to make those decisions. I'm just giving you my best guesses when it comes to the game right now. But right now, here's our current tier list. In the comments, let me know what your thoughts are, because I think it does represent the game as it currently stands, giving you the best assessment I can. So in the comments, let me know, do you agree? And make sure you drop a like that way. I do know you enjoyed. These tier lists do take a bit of thought to make, especially because we have so many hunters in the game right now. But don't forget everyone to jump in and also support us. If you want a bunch of free codes sent to you, like Essence Stones and more, the next code right here, 2,000 Essence Stones. Wow, oh wow. You don't want to miss on the free code, so jump in and support that way. You get those free codes sent to you a few hours after you support, and it's 100% free, oh baby. But on that note, everyone, this is Code King Zeph signing out. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you in our next juicy video, of course.